nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around, mysteries we...
Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, everybody out in the entire universe. And that is a pretty big place. I hope everybody's having... Oh, good morning, Angelina. Hope everybody's having that amazing morning. I was just looking outside at the sunlight. Apparently, the Aurora Borealis was amazing last night, even here in Maryland. I saw some pictures from Ocean City. It's like, oh, we should have stayed up. But I've got to be responsible. I've got to show up here at 7:15. So, again, I hope everybody's having that amazing day. I'm just sitting here flipping through the cards. Taking a breath, making sure my feet are flat on the floor, my butt's doing the kitty dance. Checking in with my shoulders and where the heck is my neck. And just getting myself in that mode to start another glorious day. You know, even if I have the worst day in the world, at least for like almost 900 videos, I've had a reason to be positive. That has to have changed my brain waves somehow, I would imagine. So maybe it's how I'm surviving all the nutsy cuckoo stuff that's going on out there. So, what are we doing but checking in with the universe, seeing if there's any angers or resentments as we talk about this, seeing if the tarot actually triggers something that we might be able to work on, something that would normally trigger us, and maybe put us in a good mind frame that says, oh, I didn't think about focusing on that today. That's a good idea. The whole goal is just to find something positive. So, what do I have here? But I have our 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. Each one a different thought or idea. Jenna, how are you? Just for you, I've made 3 stacks. Each one a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack right here is going to be one conversation, and that conversation will be different from this one or this one. And each one will lead us in a different direction. And the question is, which string do we want to pull today? And good morning, Natalia. Natalia, that's pretty. So I'm going to choose the center stack this morning. And I am going to do our 3 and 1. And again, it's just kind of like a mirror, something to reflect on for the day. So that we're not just focusing on the madness of the world. So, flipping each card over one at a time, like we're reading the pages of a book. Oh, we have the Knight of Coins. So knights, element of fire. Knights are action. Knights are movement. Knights are passion. They're the first ones we want to send in the battle in the 1500s. And coins are earth, grounded, not moving. Kind of like a push and pull there, isn't it? So this can go a couple different ways, but the Knight of Coins is when, you know, the knight should be action and movement and things like that. But for whatever reason, he's looking at this card pretty intently, and I'm kind of curious to see why we're not just flying like a knight should. And it's because of the Ace of Cups. So, you know, when you're a page is us when we're open to learning something new. A page wants to learn to be a knight wants to learn to be a king. So, sometimes it's a good thing to slow down. Yes, we want to run. Yes, it's not. But coins are very grounded. So the Knight of Coins understands or has learned that just running does not always take care of what needs to be taken care of. Movement is not always what it's about. And when we slow down long enough, we start to realize that there is a different seed in us. Cups are our spirituality, our emotions, and our feeling, and aces are seeds. Aces are new beginnings. Aces are the number 1 in the numerology from 1 to 10. So, as we move to the next card, which is the 9 of Wands. We have such good intentions, don't we? You know, we recognize the spiritual aspect of our lives, but sometimes still life gets in our way. So wands are fire, creativity, action, movement. Nines, as I like to point out, in numerology, it goes from 1 to 10. And if that's a race and you're running from 1 to 10, and I always said 5s, you're going up the hill in that race because 5s are always a challenge. You're pushing. It's not easy. And in the Marseille, we have hard suits and soft suits. Soft suits are the cups and the coins. The hard suits are the swords and the wands because they can be used as weapons. So as you're going from 1 to 10, if it's a race, 10 is not the finish line, 9 is the finish line. So sometimes we just need to get things done. We can stop, we can pause, we can do what we need to do. But sometimes we just need to push through and get things done. There's different ways to do things. So we have the advice card here. But when we have 9 of wands, the way that I like to describe it is if you have 1 wand, it's a seed. 2 wands, we have choices. 4 wands, 4 legs on a table. But if somebody's handing you these wands, they're like logs and you're carrying them because you have to get things done. And you have 7 and you're carrying them. And you have 8 and you're carrying them. And you're doing what you have to do. 9 is about the completion and the effort that we put in to do what we need to do. And the advice card today is, it's the 7 of coins. 7s are about potential, our drive, our ambition. 7s are about patience. 7 of coins. It's where we plant the seed and then we stare at the tree waiting for it to blossom. You know, we're staring at the seed waiting for it to grow. We're looking for the first leaves. The 7 of coins is about patience. It's about recognizing that we have to give time. So yes, we are fire, energy, and everything else. But there is that spirituality in us, that seed in us, to recognize that sometimes there's things that we just have to accomplish. There's things that we just have to accomplish. And with the 7 of coins, what it's saying though, is that do we have to use all this fire and energy? Do we have to do all this action? Or maybe we can let the Ace of Cups grow, because the Ace of Cups is in the center. And remember that I don't do past, present, or future, things like that. I let the cards tell me. And again, I see this as a scale. And at the heart is the center, and the balance is our patience. We're going to get where we need to go. Yes, we want to show all this fire and action and movement. But today it's about keeping our spirituality at the heart and understanding that patience is what will balance what we need to do. So that maybe we can recognize, yes, I want to be fire and energy, but be grounded today. And then yesterday's reading advised me to err on the side of kindness when I found myself in an unfair situation. I did, but it stung. Still does. Today's reading is a helpful follow-up. Well, I'm glad. And yeah, you know, erring on the side of kindness, when we do things like, okay, yes, I want to vibrate at this problem, we may not recognize the ripples that I always talk about. We have 3 different stacks. Each stack is a different conversation. And this conversation is going to be different and lead us in a different direction than this one or this one. So we don't know the ripples. But we know that if we do the next angry, violent thing, it's probably going to ripple in that direction. So I totally get it, and it's like, I don't, you know, there's times where I just have to snap. But today it's kind of like, almost like a choice. It's like, it may be against our nature to just take things one thing at a time. The Knight of Wands is a good note taker. The Knight of Wands is about being grounded. He's not on a charger horse, is he? That's not a charger. At the center needs to be our spirituality, guided by patience. So today, think about spirituality being guided by patience, because this is a personal reading about how we treat ourselves today. And with that, I hope you have that amazing, amazing day. So with that, thank you all again so much. And I will see you all again tomorrow. And all that wonderful stuff. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears, written in gold. Truth appears as stories unfold. Flip the cards, turn around. The stories we have found in the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light, readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears,